So the other things here, again, most of the fisheries people here are using passive gears, lower emissions generally overall. You know, if we can use less bottom contact gear and mobile gears, we'll certainly be better off. That's a major consideration, a management consideration as we go forward. I'll hold off on a couple of the other things, I guess, that we can do is say that the industry ensuring, because I think Kerry covered it off, sustainable fisheries are important. Obviously, if you have to expend less effort to catch fish, that's obviously good news. And as we make changes, and our other sessions are going to talk about it, we have to be extremely conscious of social considerations. It's not an excuse not to do something, the social considerations, but we got to be really conscious of just transitions here. Probably more vulnerable than people in other areas, people in coastal regions. There are two fish in the most part, and that's where most of the jobs come from, that's where the history is, and the options are probably relatively few to change something else. So what can we really do? Really more actively pursuing those technological advances and working with people on the cutting edge of technologies and making sure that they're working with harvesters. Like I said, we worked with Marine Institute and others in the past, but sometimes the small scale fisheries, inshore fisheries, don't get as much attention as corporate groups. There's a whole host of reasons why they don't work with inshore harvesters, but I think both us as industry and the academic institutions and those people need to make more of an effort to do that, where you can get a bang for the buck. So I think the other thing we can do is promote local food consumption, obviously whether that's farmed, but in my case I'm thinking about fish, and process as much food as we can here. It's good to add value here, it's good for the economy, and it lowers a carbon footprint. I think it makes sense all the way around. There's no real detractors. So again, you know, flying, there may be some considerations around costs, and everyone understands business need to make money, but you know, sending food to Asia, taking advantage of cheap labor and sending it back is not necessarily a smart policy in the long term. So I think there's a number of different reasons why different models make sense. Looking forward to the next couple of days and conversations. So thanks, everybody.